For the listeners that are viewing in and listening into the tuning app and listening to you, Lydia Flores is here. I want to just say it again, just in case you're just coming on. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Lydia.
Well, I started singing at a very early age. I come from a musical family or musical background from both sides, both my parents, and it's just had a great impact on me as far as music. I was listening to any music that you can think of, back in the days, since an early age, I was listening to Tejano, Conjunto, and so that's what just sparked my interest in
Okay,
music.
okay. We have read here también that you do come from a musical background. We hear, can you hear me? Okay, okay.
Yes,
We read here that I believe your stepfather was a drummer and your father was a guitarist. Do you play instruments?
yes. No, I don't. I don't. I've been wanting to, and I tried keyboard for a little bit, and I tried guitar for a little bit, and I just gave up. I said, no, it's not for me. So I leave it up to the kids. My kids
Oh,
all play
that's cool.
instruments.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
tried as well, try to play some guitar. I mean, I'm still trying right now, but it's hard, like the holding the finger situation.
So I'm not
Yes.
musical.
And he tried to teach me, and he would actually sit there and he's like, look at my fingers. And I was like, no, I just can't. And I just admire guitar players so much. Out of all the instruments, that's what always fascinated me, I guess, because all the time that I would sing, my dad was playing guitar, and so it was just guitar and my voice. And to me, that was all you need back then. And it just, you can do so much
Yeah,
with just a
it takes
guitar.
a lot of practice. And yo también, if any instrument that I always wanted to learn, I wanted to learn how to play the accordion. I don't know, my hands are too bony, I think, and the accordion is too heavy. My hands are, I might be a big girl, but these hands don't carry much. Yeah, yeah, the accordion was so out of the question. I just stick with the flute or something. Yeah, so we do want to thank you again, for coming on to the show. There's so many questions we want to ask. Don't want to overwhelm you with questions, but do you write your songs? You are a songwriter, correct?
Yes, I'm the songwriter, and so far everything that I've recorded that are not covers, I have written every single word in all the
That's
songs.
great, and it's inspiration for writing. Do you take time? Do you think about it? Is it just situation? What's your inspiration?
That has happened.
Well, I was always a good writer in school. I would write when I would supposed to do essays. I would write pages and pages, and my teacher was like, "We can't enter all of this." I'm like, "Okay, I'll narrow it down." But I have so much thought, and so I'm very very good at reading and writing. That was one of my good things at school that I could do
Okay, and
best.
and and, and that being a writer is a good thing. Did you like do poems and do little rhyme poems and the inspiration? Is it like
Yes.
things that happen, cosas que están pasando en el mundo, cosas que te pasan a ti? What is it? What is it? Or is this just like, hey, I think I'm gonna write a song about the sky being blue?
Sometimes I would say that some of my songs would have something in particular with something I went through or something that I saw. But most of the time, like this new material that I'm writing, uh, it really just it's to inspire, and it really doesn't pertain to me, but I feel like it can touch other people's lives. So back then, yes, I would say my writing had a lot of personal thought and feeling in it, but nowadays it just
Yeah,
comes
y las
natural.
canciones, believe it or not, it's always for somebody.
Yes, it is.
Somebody's feeling it at that moment. It could be happy, sad, mopey, depressed, whatever the case may be. La
Yeah.
música is always either going to pick you up or it's really going to hit the point where it says, you know what, well, quiero chillar, y voy a oír esta canción para chillar, and get that over with. So
Yeah.
music is, como se dice, what is, soul, is music, it's food for the soul, right? And I believe that very much because a lot of people do, speak through the music to people and therapeutically, right? Which is a great thing. And being a songwriter, it's even better, right? Another thing
Yes.
here that we just, I know we're going to be all over everywhere on this interview because this is my first time meeting you. I heard your songs all day today, girl, because I was going to get them down. Because yo voy a cantar cuando me pongan aquí las canciones. And yes, I said I want to see, I want to be able to know you, right? And this is me getting to know you more for me than for my listeners, girl, because yo quiero saber de todo, okay? So one of the things I do want to ask you, everybody wants to talk about music, and because this is what this is for, right? But aside of music, what do you do? Do you do anything else outside of music, or this is the full? I mean, you wake up, breathe, eat,
No, I actually did take some time off of the music for a couple of years, and I attended college. I got an associate's degree in science to become a community health worker first. And I even now thinking of going all the way and getting a social services degree. I'm not sure yet, but I'm seriously thinking about it. I work in that profession. I work in social services, so I've always had a big heart for people, especially people needing, because I come from the same. I come from a very humble, poor family, back in the days. My mom was a migrant worker before we were born, and she would tell me all these stories. And so I know need myself. So in helping others, it just gives my heart a warmth. I'm a very loving person, and just to give somebody a piece of bread, even, it does something for my heart. So that's my profession, and I started doing that as a volunteer first. I would volunteer to give out boxes of food for the elderly, and then I also opened my own pantry. It was a pantry. It was during the pandemic that I decided to open that pantry, and we would, stock the pantry every day with canned goods and waters and things that people could pass by, and they needed it, they would take it. And so I started, everybody in the neighborhood started participating, where people would come and donate. And then when they were in time of need, they would come and grab something. But that pantry was always full. And I believe that, God blessed me with me and my children with being able to help others. And so, I did that. And then now I'm working in an office. I do a lot of social services as well. So I work with people that are in need, to pay the bills and rent and things like that. So it's always something that has touched my life, and I am glad that I do that aside from my sleep.
God's going to bless you with that and continue moving you forward to, moving on and getting a bigger degree and getting into where you want to be. Aside of your music, it's always not everybody, it's a big time artist. Is all they do is just music and have time for that. Just wanted to see what Lydia did, other than music here. Dody's going to take on a couple of questions here for you.
I wanted to ask, because I know, I'm also an artist, and I deal sometimes with a lot of, performance anxiety, right before, to me, it can be the most scariest place for me, but then all of a sudden I can just pop out of it and just be myself. How do you feel when you're about to walk on stage to go do?
I think it depends on where the place is. Sometimes I feel very comfortable, and there are times when I have to play at places where I don't feel so comfortable, but I start talking to the audience and start getting to know what kind of music they like and things like that. And all you have to do, you interact with them, they let you know. And you sing a song and it looks like, okay, they're not really familiar with that kind of genre of music. And so you change it up. And so me, I'm multi-genre. So, I do it all. I do a little bit of Tejano. I do I do some classic rock, so I always try to give the audience what they want to hear. I want everybody to have fun, so, but there's always going to be those times when you get that nervous feeling. Yes.
That is
Actually, really
Yes.
good.
Yeah, and it is interacting with your audience is the best thing, especially when you're a performer, because como dices, if you don't get that people moving, se comienzan a ir, or they're like, and then other people's like, también, they seem to follow, right? So, but always making sure, I'm sure that's one of the main things that you already look out for, and I'm sure that you do, get your people going. I hope that one day we do make it out to one of your performances, and no te preocupes con nosotros, I interact with everything. I dance to every kind of music. Tú ponla, yo la voy a bailar. And then another question here, have you done any collaborations with any other artists? And if so, what was that like?
No, I have not. I would like to. I would like to do collaborations with some of the Tejano artists out there. There's some girls that, oh my gosh, they just have beautiful voices. I want to do some country music as well. So I have not yet, but I am seriously thinking of just collaborating with some of the artists that I feel would be a good match for me. Because you have to match. You have to have somebody that's going to be a good harmony. You're going to sound great together. So, I am seriously thinking of that.
And focus on whatever y'all is going to collab on. Anybody in specific that you want to call out, or not so much call out, but say it out loud that you would be interested in collabing with anyone in particular?
Not at the moment. I think that it just varies in different areas, and there is one girl that has responded to me. We will be doing a country song very soon, and so she's going to be the first, and so I'm very excited about that song because I wrote it as well, and so we'll just see how that goes, and then after that I want to expand and see who else I can find. I really do want to do something with some Tejano artists out there. I just don't know which one yet, because there's a lot of great singers, a lot of beautiful voices out there that I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could get together with this girl and do something,
Yeah, and then, well, hopefully, you keep pushing, it's going to happen, girl. You call it, and it's going to happen. Especially, you'll meet that one collab that is going to be, como dicen, uña y carne, and y'all going to hit it off, and you hit and make that number one song, So it all takes that chance, that opportunity, and get to, get in the studio and record. I have a quick question here from a friend. Wants to know, what's your favorite poison? Like, as far as drinking, do you drink? Do you like to drink? You like to have some fun?
Oh, yes, yes. I like to drink once in a while, occasionally. I'm not very good at mixed drinks or fruity drinks or anything like that. I'll always go to my dad. He used to say, hey, Mija, you want a beer? I'm like, I never said no. So, yeah, that's my preference, is a nice cold beer.
I don't say no, not polite to say no, especially to your father. So, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, but before we leave here, we would like for you to introduce your next song, and then we'll talk about it once we come back from that, listening to your song here. So go ahead, you have the floor.
Okay, this is a new country song. It's called Sometimes I Missed You. I wrote it for, anybody that is ever missing somebody in their life. And we always do. There's people that go, just leave out of your life. And then there's others that pass on. So, and there's always going to be that time when you think about them and you miss them. So I wrote that with that in mind.
Well, here we are with Sometimes I miss you. Did you cut out my? Okay. I like that song. I listened to it like 3 times today, girl.
Oh, so did I. When I, I when it first dropped, I heard it like 10 times. I'm so proud of that song. Two of my children are actually doing backup vocals with me on that song. My son Isaac and my daughter Marissa, and this is the first time that they actually did a song with me. So I'm really proud of that song. They did
That's
a good job.
good. So we'll bring that up here when we come back, okay? So you can let the people know, girl. So your children also sing? Yeah? And sometimes when I drive, I don't stay with me. I just don't find to think of you. Yes, I do. But sometimes I miss you. And though I find out, yo te voy a hacer la backup singer también. Which one? Let's see. And sometimes I miss you. So these are last. So we'll talk about this song when we come back. You want to ask that when we come back? I'll do that. Welcome to your life. If I'm ever on your mind, I wonder if you made the dreams come true. And I think about you. Wonder if you ever to the sky. I have to put on my glasses for you. I hope you have everything you. Sometimes when I hear that song on the radio, and sometimes when I try, I start saying name. Shout out to DJ Rodman over here on TikTok. Remember, you guys, we are live on the airwaves on Mazfx. This is what happens behind the scenes. We are having a live interview with Erika Flores. Why? Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining our Facebook and thank you for joining us on TikTok, listening in through TikTok. We're gonna have it all. This is gonna go live. Welcome back, guys. That was Lydia Flores. We have her on our show today. Beautiful song, girl. Beautiful song. You were just telling us on the break here a little bit about this. So my sister has a question for you.
Is there any? I guess you did answer this, but you weren't on air. Yeah. So is there a hidden meaning behind this song?
Yes. There's something really special about this song. This is the first song that my children actually participated, and they're doing backup vocals with me. My son, Isaac, and my daughter, Marissa, are doing backup vocals. I'm very proud of them. They're always been in band since they were in middle school, I believe. They're the ones that are versatile with their instruments. They know how to play keyboard, clarinet, guitar. And so, I said, I need backup. And they said, oh, well, we'll do it. I was so happy because they usually don't want it with my music, but they were so, eager and happy to help me out with this song. And my son Isaac actually plays the guitar also on this one. So I'm very proud of them and just so happy that they decided to join me finally.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's cool. To have your family. And then, do you think that they're going to follow in the footsteps and maybe pursue?
Yes, I believe so. Actually, my daughter Marissa has already asked me to write her a song for her to sing. So, she was very shy at first, but I've been taking her out to do a little karaoke, and she's getting used to the audience and the clapping, and, she's starting to get out of her shell there and, not being so shy. And so, she asked me, and I'm going to write that song for her. And, we're going to find the music for it because my son Joshua is the one that arranges the music. And so he's the one that puts everything together, and then they get the instruments and just start strumming and start doing their, little magic there. And so it's become a family thing, and it's just really great that we could sit here and just create music, and they hear me singing it, and they're just, okay, we got an idea. And so we put our heads together, and, that's where the magic happens.
I mean, that is awesome. Yeah, I have no musical voice, no nada, girl. I nothing. This is what I do, and this is who I am. And but yeah, I mean, I tell my daughter all the time, ella tampoco no tiene ningún point of nothing, and no musical, nada.
Musical bones.
Bailar, dance. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get.
I believe everyone has their talent. Everyone has their talent that God gives them. There's a reason for it. And, it might not be music, but look at what you're doing. You're doing something fabulous. And, letting artists like me come out here on your show. And, that's what God gave you. And everybody has that. Everybody has their talent.
Yes, and we're glad to have you on here. You are my very first interview, so this is going to be a memorable moment for me. Who did you interview first? When they interview me, I'm going to say I interviewed Lydia Flores as my very first.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad to be a part of that for you.
Because I was very nervous.
I see a question coming on here from somebody on Facebook. Okay. Mr. Eddie Garza is asking, what inspired you to sing?
Yeah, my inspirations came from both my biological dad and my stepdad. My stepdad, when he was out, we would follow him to his gigs, and he was playing with different conjunto bands. He even played with Jet Martinez back in the days. And all the time he would tell me, come up here and sing. He would ask the band if I could do a song or two, and they always allowed me. And so, I was out I started with mariachi in my 20s. So a lot of the mariachi songs, I incorporated them into conjunto. So I sang Los Laureles in conjunto and Por un Amor en conjunto, just different mariachi songs, but I danced in conjunto style. So it's the same thing with my biological dad as well. He had a little band as well called the Weekend Boys. And I used to go to my dad's, and it wasn't just me and him with guitar anymore, it was the whole conjunto. And so I would go up there and sing also with my dad. And he inspired one of the songs on my CD as well. So the inspiration came from my family.
Thank you, Eddie, for asking that question to Miss Lydia here. Another question that somebody else wanted to know was, what is your favorite part of in being in the music industry, singing, performing? What's your favorite part?
I would say the fans, the people around me. Just to see people happy, to see people dancing and having a good time, and that's the best part for me.
And the least, do you have any, if any? Nada. No hay nada. Todo bueno. You're like, no me están pagando suficiente, no te creo. Well, sometimes the people maybe like you said, and sometimes the venues are not all what they say it is, and then you end up going and maybe sometimes having.
But what's most important? Yeah. The sound. I've played at places where the sound isn't that good, or it's too low, or something's gone, not right there. I'm in the stage and I can hear myself a little too much. It all depends on the sound as well, how good you're going to perform and how good you are out there, comfortable. It all comes down to that. And I've had, my experiences, some bad experiences and some very good ones. So to me, that's very important.
Okay, so any shout outs you want to give out right now before we move on to another one of your songs and then come back?
Yes, I want to give a shout out to all my family. I have people in Idaho, people in Kerrville. I want to give a shout out to my promoter, Christina G. for sticking by me and, believing in me and everything that she does. And for my son Joshua as well, he's my manager and he also does my music. He produces my music. So he does a lot. So I want to give a shout out to him and just acknowledge him in public because of everything that he's done, since the restart of my career.
Okay, that's nice. Shout out to you guys. Thank y'all. Again, thank you everybody that has been on here through Facebook and TikTok Live, and also people listening in on the air. We also do want to give out a couple of shout outs to people that are on sending hellos. Lydia Mata, we got Eddie on, we have Osalinda, Michael Blackhat, even though he's sitting right here next to us. Él como que
Oh, nice.
let me see here. Do you want to send out some?
We have Erika Rodriguez over here on TikTok, and we have several people on there.
A shout out to the Puro Pedo Talk Show. I saw them on there. They're my family from my dad's side, so they can attest to everything I'm saying. But I want to give a big shout out to all the guys over there at the Puro Pedo Talk Show. My cousins Chino, Mark, Gary. I love you guys.
Oh, then we also have Vicky Limon. We also had Joshua Olvera on here. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining in and meeting Miss Lydia Flores here. We're going to go ahead and go on into her next song here. Do you want to go ahead and take over and introduce your next song?
Yes. First, shout out also to Joshua Olvera. That's my son, my producer, my manager. He's the guy behind the magic.
Hello, Joshua.
And this new song is going to be part of my crossover pop album. It's like an Afro pop song. It has an Afro beat in it. And, I just wrote this song, got so inspired. This song is about anything you want it to be, anybody that you remember. There's always going to be that special moment. We all get overwhelmed over certain things in our lives, and sometimes we got to sit down and just focus on ourselves and do some self-care. Think about a special moment, that special someone, something you did that they did that made you laugh. And, that's what the song is about.
So here,
Fun.
oh, I'm sorry. So here we are with the next song by Miss Lydia Flores here. I'm sorry, I wasn't sure if my mic was on. But Lydia Flores, Follow. Okay. My mic had moved y no sabía si estaba jalando esta cosa. Saludos to Antonio Garcia. Hello, Christina. She's on. Promotions in the house. Hey. Also, saludos to Borrao Lopez. Saludos, Antonio Garcia. Did you already say Antonio Garcia? I'm sorry. You can double shout out. We are live on the airwaves, you guys, on Mazfx. A ver, súbame. Esto siento como que tengo que tomar así algo suavecito. ¿Quieres agua suavecito? No. Oh. Yo aquí tengo mi ¿Quieres agua? Yo tengo agua suavecito. Dame una dona. ¿Quieres una dona? Look, we're not playing, look, we do got donuts. Some snack time. Okay. So yeah, almost about 30. There you go. Okay, I can be your backup singer, girl.
That would be great. I need some more backup singers, more dancers, everything.
Me pongo un súper así como tanta ballerina. Let's see here. Welcome in. Oh, I did want to ask you before. That's a date. Yes, we did, sir. I do not have powder done for my cheeks. It's just a lighting me now.
Who said that?
Es el contour. Es el contour, no es powder. Welcome back, guys. Aquí estamos en el medio de nuestro show. I think we're going to go over our time, but we do have Miss Lydia Flores in the house, guys. Saludos, saludos again for those that are barely joining us in. So we've been talking a little bit about your music, a little bit about your history, awesome songs. I mean, yo me tienes bailando, yo te voy a hacer tu backup singer, tu dancer también. So you know, I like it. You know, it's going to be on my rotation definitely, and I hope that guys, if y'all are listening in, you know. Our artists, they also don't just have money to be thrown away in the para arriba en el aire, you know, purchase music. You know, where can people find your music at, Lydia?
Oh, it's streaming on every music platform. You can find it on Spotify, on Apple Music, on Pandora, YouTube especially. Under Lydia Flores topic. And so, yeah, it's out there streaming in every platform. You're going to find all my music in one place. You're going to find the Tejano, the country, the pop music.
Yes, ma'am. So we're going to go ahead and attach that whenever we get off our lives. I'm going to go ahead and put all your information so they can go and purchase your music. Most definitely, y'all guys need to support our Tejano artists because it's a struggle out there. And, you know, the music cuesta para que sigan haciendo música. So you want to support them because this is how they make more music for us, more music, more food to our soul, you know, and we thank you. We thank you. We know it's a lot of hard work. It's not easy to record and you know, put it out there together. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to sit down and record a song and it's done. I mean, it's tracks, it's rehearsing and getting it down and tagging it and then traveling and then doing it again porque no salió bien and, you know, you better the next time. So it costs, guys. So I do want to thank you, you know, personally. Thank you so much for putting out music for us, and you know, and keep it going. So another question that we have here, we know that there's San Antonio Fanfare coming up. Are you performing at Fanfare?
Yes, I am. I will be performing 2 days at Fanfare. You can find all the flyers and all the dates and times on my Facebook. Follow me on all my social medias. I have TikTok as well. I have Instagram, and so I post daily. I will be posting my flyers up until the days of the performances, but I will be doing Fanfare, and in the same days, I will also be performing at Market Square Spring Fest. So all the dates and times are already up there on my Facebook. Please follow me there so that you don't miss it. You know, I want to see y'all out there. I want to take pictures. I want to meet new fans. You know, just come out and have a good time.
Your merch out there, your merch with you while you're out there at Fanfare?
No, I won't, but I will be having some party favors for the crowd. You know, we'll just be throwing stuff out there, maybe some beads, you know, little party favors for everyone that joins us.
Okay, that sounds very cool. I can't wait. We are going to try to make it out to Fanfare, hopefully, and then we can meet up in person, right? And we can talk a little bit more, maybe do a little second interview.
Yes, that would be great.
Another thing here, we just, you know, because I know time is sensitive, and we already went a little bit, tipped you a little bit, but it's all fun. Time flies when you're having fun, right? So one question that we do want to ask, what advice do you have for someone wanting to follow in your footsteps? Like, what would you tell them?
I would tell them the same thing that I've been telling my kids. Just do it. If you feel music in your heart and you think that this is what you want to do, don't hesitate. It's a rocky start, and I'm not going to tell you that everything's going to be great at the beginning, but it sure is worth it, especially when you go out there, you see the crowd, people start to know you, they start listening to your music. And if it's in you, just go out and do
Okay.
it. Don't hesitate.
Hey, that's great. I hope and people don't give up on your dreams. You're gonna fall before you rise, and just keep going. It doesn't happen overnight, and
Mhm.
it will happen. You just gotta keep pursuing that dream and don't ever give up. But if you give up, that's it. We don't get to listen to your music and that beautiful voice. Is there anything that we did not cover? I think we pretty much, I think I know you now. Ya podemos hacer BFF. So we have a segment on our show here that is called This or That. So what This or That is, and this is our segment on the show that I'm trying with you today, okay? Porque no se ha hecho antes. So I'm going to say two things, this or that, right? You just don't even have to elaborate. We can laugh or we can do like crickets, right? You no right or wrong answer. Just let us know. This is just for us to get to know you really, really quickly on a 2-second level, okay? Accordion or guitar? What would you like more, this or that? Accordion or guitar? Old
Guitar.
country or new country?
Old country.
Ooh.
Romantic movie or horror movie?
Yes, I love the old country. I actually do have a song out there that has the old country style in it.
The other song is? I mean,
Uh, I have a new cover of Miss Kitty Wells, which was one of the greatest songs, and this one was inspired by my dad. It wasn't God who made honky tonk angels.
qué bueno. The next question, the next this or that is?
Romantic movie or the horror movie?
No, it would have to be romantic. I watch Hallmark Channel all day when I'm not doing anything else.
Todavía
Romantic.
romantic, huh?
Yeah, okay, the next is hot summer day or cold rainy day.
Oh no, hot summer day, please.
Okay.
Get in the pool, pull off with a nice cold beer. We're good.
Dr. Pepper or Coke?
Dr.
Ooh, that's my favorite.
Marvel Comics or DC, which is
Marvel.
I can't, what character, if you don't mind? Captain America?
Captain America.
Uh,
He's my crush for years.
it's pizza or tacos? Tacos, all the way.
I like this one. Macho Man or The Rock? Macho.
Mm,
The Rock.
it would be The Rock.
Aw, no Macho Man.
Spring?
No, he's too loud. No. Too loud for me.
Spring or fall?
Spring.
I would say, and me personally, will be fall because I really like the fall decorations, the fall colors.
Yeah, I love that.
The color pink or the color red? Oh,
Red.
okay. Now my daughter loves red. Sorry?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention. On The Walking Dead, Rick or Daryl?
I've never watched it. I'm gonna be very honest. I am one that has never watched The Walking Dead.
Daryl, porque ese sí te va a salvar. Okay?
El zombie apocalypse, we choose Daryl.
Yes, porque
about it.
If you did not hear our little segment with the zombie spider, so we need Daryl on our team, okay? But would you prefer heels or sandals?
Uh, Shoes. Uh,
Heels.
no, I can't wear heels, but I used to. I used to wear big old heels, but now sandals are more comfortable.
Okay, and then I guess the next one will be, do the next one.
Paula Abdul or Jennifer Lopez? Paula Abdul or Jennifer Lopez?
Well, I would say Paula because of the 80s. I love the 80s. 80s is my number one.
So, I don't know if you, since you didn't watch The Walking Dead, but vampires or werewolves?
Werewolves.
Oh, Tim Edward. The next one would be New Kids on the Block or the Backstreet Boys.
Oh my gosh, that's a very hard one. I love them both, but I would have to say the New Kids on the Block. Only did that. What was that song? They did one of the oldies. Remade it or covered it, and that's why. Just because of that.
Last but not least is going to be boots or Crocs.
Crocs. Those are my favorite.
Somebody's asking on the feet.
I don't go anywhere without my Crocs.
They said Chinese or Mexican food.
Mexican food for sure.
So that was our segment for this and that. That was just us to get a little quick, como dice, a brain twister para ver dónde está. Pero we can be friends. We can. Your answers work. We're going to have to watch The Walking Dead. Yes. The only thing that we do, yes, most definitely going to have to watch The Walking Dead. There's only like 30,000 seasons. I know. And then plus all the stuff.
Okay. I promise I will watch a little bit of it. I'll look for it.
Once you start, girl, you can't stop. It's kind of like the Pringles. You no para. I think I went through the whole thing in less than 3 weeks. I swear to God. I was on a stick to work. I can walk in The Walking Dead. So I am watching TV.
The Mandalorian was the one for me. I have one episode to go. And I'm like debating on when to watch it because I was like, after this, it's gonna be all over. On Disney,
Okay,
Disney Plus.
Pero yo me voy a robar aquí de alguien.
Yo te doy mi No te voy a dar nada.
Oh, no, actually, I do have the Disney in the front TV, but I don't have it in the other ones. I don't know how I got on the front TV, but it is. So thank you, Miss Lydia Flores. Oh, my God, it was a pleasure having you on the show. I'm so excited. Thank you for being my first interview.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you so much for, I'm going to have that like always, like I was your first interview. That's, something special.
I'm going to remember this. And just for those that are just tuning in, again, this was Lydia Flores live interview here on the Puro Chisme with me, Erika with a K, and my beautiful sidekick sister, Dody. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you, Christina Guerrero, CG Promotions. Thank you to all your, I guess, the music, your writers, your son. Thank you, your son, for, and your kids for being part of your beautiful song here. You got me hooked, girl. I'm definitely putting on my rotation. I'm definitely going to listen to it at work.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All your information on my dice Black Jacket también se va a poner en su rotation también de él.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you again. Hope to see you soon in person and meet you in person. Before we leave, anything else?
Sign our shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for everybody that's on here on the TikTok live, and we are live on the airwaves, you guys, on Mazfx. Thank you so much, Lydia, for coming on and let us know about you and
Thank you. Bye-bye. Dody, it was nice meeting you as well.
Yes, thank you so much, Lydia. And again, with all y'all artists singing here, we don't have music. And again, thank you everybody who has been on here and supporting her. Most definitely go buy, purchase. Un poquito. It goes a long way. Anything else, Lydia, before we leave that you would like to say? Any last shout out?
I would like everybody also to follow my son because he's my manager. So sometimes when I can't post, he'll post my flyers and do things like that. So if you haven't followed him, follow Joshua Olveda. That way you can get in touch with him if you need me for bookings, for interviews, or performances or anything like that.
You said Olveda, right? Olveda.
And y'all check out the rest of my pop songs. I have Forever With You, and I have Fear of Falling in Love. So go out. We're not done yet. Doesn't conclude the album. So we still have a few songs out there for that pop crossover.
Okay, so now that you brought it up, and that was actually going to be one of my questions, was do you already almost done completing your album, and you just said that you're just about done. When do you expect that to come out?
We're not sure. We start that one song and I go in and record. Sometimes I'll go in again and I don't like it. I'll redo it. So, it just all depends on how I feel about it. If I'm, with my vocals and everything.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Lydia. Again, on behalf of me here at Puro Chisme, we'll have you on again and again and again. So hopefully you'll keep coming back here in the 1 year anniversary. We can definitely do a 1 year catch up. Do want to say again on behalf of Puro Chisme and Mazfx, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for doing this interview with us today. Y me sacaste el demonio, como te dije. I think I'm comfortable enough now to seguir más adelante. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Keep
ma'am.
going.
Well, thank you so much, and we're going to leave with your song, Into the Lord. Yes, and listen, guys, say hello, go back to my post after I get off my live. I'm going to put all her information on. You want to hit her up in different platforms to purchase her songs, okay? Thank you very much, de todo corazón. Muchas gracias. Aquí lo dejamos con Mucho Dolor by Lydia Flores.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.